Caffeine Eye Cream. The manufacturer says it's very good for removing the under eye dark circles and also good for removing the puffiness in the under eye region. Does the product actually do that? What does it do and what doesn't it do? I start off the video by explaining the reasons for the puffiness in the under eye region. Then I get into the reasons for the dark circles in the under eye region. And then we get into the ingredients in this product and try to understand if the ingredients can tackle each of the reasons for the puffiness and the reasons for the dark circles. So bear with me for the first couple of minutes while I explain the reasons, and then we'll get into analyzing the product in depth. Let's get started. Inkey Caffeine Eye Cream Review. The skin in the under eye region is very thin. In fact, it is the thinnest in our entire body. So whenever anything abnormal, anything that is out of normal happens in the under eye region, it is very easily visible to the naked eye. Now there are two main reasons for the puffiness in the under eye region. Number one is water retention. Number two is inflammation in the blood vessels. Now let's start with water retention. Water retention could be because sometimes we get some puffiness when we wake up in the morning, or it could be because of salt intake the previous night. Now inflammation due to blood vessels, which is the number two reason, happens whenever we cry, or we've got a bit of a bruise in the under eye region, or we've got some kind of allergic reaction in the under eye region. Whenever these things happen, now more blood supply is required for this region to address these problems. Now how that happens is the blood vessels dilate, they widen, they thicken so that more blood can flow through them and reach the under eye region. So when they dilate, when they thicken, that is very clearly visible to the naked eye as puffiness in the under eye region. So those are the two main reasons for the puffiness in the under eye region. Now let's get to the dark circles. Now what happens is there are two main reasons for these dark circles. Number one is whenever there's any kind of puffiness in the under eye region, that kind of exaggerates the dark circles that's already there. Or imagine a hill. Whenever there's a hill, there's a little shadow underneath it. Similarly, whenever there's any kind of puffiness, there can also be a little bit of shadow underneath it, and that becomes visible like dark circles. So puffiness actually doesn't help dark circles. It exaggerates the dark circle that's already there, and can also, new dark circles can accompany the puffiness. Number two reason for the dark circles is hyperpigmentation. Now this happens whenever there's excess melanin being produced in the under eye region. So these are two main reasons for dark circles. Of course, for dark circles and puffiness, the structure of the eye can also play a role, but we're not going to get into that because there's nothing much we can do about that. No skincare product can change that. Now talking about hyperpigmentation, to reduce hyperpigmentation, what we need is an ingredient which is a tyrosinase inhibitor. Now what a tyrosinase inhibitor ingredient does is it prevents the overstimulation of an enzyme called tyrosinase. Now when this enzyme is overstimulated, more melanin gets produced, and we get that pigment because that's actually because of melanin, excess melanin. Now a tyrosinase inhibitor ingredient makes sure that the tyrosinase enzyme doesn't get overstimulated. That means more excess melanin is not produced. That means hyperpigmentation doesn't take place. Now this product, does it have any tyrosinase inhibitors? No, it doesn't have any tyrosinase inhibitors. So we can rule out this product fixing the hyperpigmentation. Does the product brighten the under eye region? For that we need ingredients like niacinamide and vitamin C. Does this product have niacinamide and vitamin C? No. So we can rule out any kind of brightening in the under eye region as well. So what exactly does the product do then? This product gives you an immediate and temporary relief. It's got caffeine in it. Now caffeine is a diuretic. What does that mean? It basically helps with the water retention. It gets rid of the water retention, and it's also a very effective vasoconstrictor. You know how we mentioned that blood vessels dilate so that there's an increase in the blood supply in the under eye region when there is any kind of allergy, or when there's any kind of bruise, or when we have cried, so that blood vessels have dilated. Now caffeine is a vasoconstrictor, meaning it goes and brings the blood vessels back to the original state that they were in. It constricts the blood vessels, and in doing so, it reduces the puffiness. So puffiness by caffeine is quite good in the sense it addresses the water retention problem and also constricts the dilated blood vessels. The product also has some humectants. It's got glycerin, it's got propanediol, and it's got hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is way down the ingredient list. Now what these humectants do, humectants are water magnets. They attract water from the atmosphere and bring it to the surface of the skin, and thus they keep the skin hydrated. Any kind of puffiness is usually accompanied with some kind of dryness. Humectants are very effective in addressing the dryness. Inkey Caffeine Eye Cream also has a few emollients. Now these emollients are, I'm going to read them out. Now these emollients are dicapryl carbonate, polyglycerol 6-distearate, cetyl alcohol, jojoba esters, squalene. Now the thing with emollients are very good in making the skin soft. When they're applied on the skin, they get rid of all the fine lines and make them soft temporarily, meaning they're effective for as long as they are on top of the skin. So that's what emollients do. And having emollients in an eye cream is again a good thing. So that's another tick. Inkey Caffeine Eye Cream also has an antioxidant in Alopecia bark extract. Now what an antioxidant does is, whenever there's any kind of inflammation, anything that's out of ordinary, any bruise, there's usually some kind of nasty beings called free radicals. They go and attack the good cells, which is not a good thing. So this particular product, Inkey Caffeine Eye Cream, has an antioxidant. The antioxidants, they go and fight the free radicals. They neutralize the free radicals and get rid of the free radicals. So having an antioxidant is a good thing. But you see, the one thing to note is this is a natural antioxidant. That means it's not made in the lab. It comes from plants and trees. Now anything that comes from plants and trees, the benefits of those ingredients cannot be generalized because it depends on a lot of other factors like the soil, the climate, how it was extracted, a lot of other conditions. So that's something to remember. Now Inkey Caffeine Eye Cream also has peptides. Peptides are very good for boosting the collagen production. We need a lot of collagen in that under eye region because you see, collagen is what keeps everything together. It's like a glue. Collagen is like a glue. If there isn't enough collagen, then the skin starts sagging and also the puffiness, they get exaggerated more. So we need collagen, and peptides are very effective in boosting the collagen production. Having said that, these peptides are way down the ingredient list. That means the concentration of that in the Inkey Caffeine Eye Cream is very low. How effective it would be? Probably not much. Now finally, I would like to very quickly bring back the topic to caffeine. Caffeine, as we mentioned, is quite good in an under eye cream because it will give you that immediate effect. But the thing is, the caffeine in this product is a bit down the ingredient list. So the amount of caffeine used is not very high. If you've got a lot of puffiness in the under eye region, that's something to note. The amount of caffeine used in this product is less. Another point is caffeine products are only giving you a temporary relief. Now this product is very light in its formulation, so it can be applied easily under the makeup. So that's a huge good thing as well. I would like to very quickly mention sunscreen because sunscreen is really effective and the most important skincare product that you can use for the skin. If you have a lot of dark circles because of hyperpigmentation, the best thing you can do for your skin is always sunscreen. Price point of Inkey Caffeine Eye Cream, it's not a very expensive product, which is a good thing. There are a lot of other expensive products in the market with far less effective ingredients when it comes to the eye cream. This one does have some good ingredients in it. So that's again a huge tick. So in summary, it can get rid of the puffiness for the short term. You will usually find an immediate effect. Dark circles that happen because of hyperpigmentation, it cannot do anything for it. The dark circles that are there in the under eye region because of the puffiness, yes, it can address that. It's got hyaluronic acid, which is a humectant, but it's way down the ingredient list. The manufacturer specially mentions the peptides. Yes, peptides are good, but the peptides are way down the ingredient list, so its effect will not be very high. In fact, there might be no effect as well. Caffeine is a good ingredient to constrict the blood vessels and get rid of the water retention. The relief is temporary. The amount of caffeine used in this product is low. So if you've got a lot of puffiness, then you'll have to rethink. So that's my caffeine eye cream review. If you found this video useful, please give it a like. At skincabin.com, we make skincare easy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.